Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Now then, we're pretty much at the final, I would assume. I mean, there's two doors, and the mark's right behind it. So obviously the final should be behind this. Okay, there's two more doors. So the final should be behind this, right?
The Well of Sorrows.
I
That's
don't actually see it well.
something.
How
so
has such
well.
magic lasted?
Okay, so we're almost there. Ah. Okay, we can't just do that. Oh, let me guess, supplies replenished. Supplies replenished.
Fight on! An army of these bastards won't stop us! How will you get to the well, General? You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know when to stop. You've hunted us half across Thedas. I should have guessed you'd follow us into this hole.
I spoke with your Tranquil, Maddox. He sacrificed himself for your cause.
I told him not to. He died as one of us then. One of the faithful. Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world. I give it to Corypheus, that he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
What's your part in it? What's a vessel?
What else empties a well? I'll carry its power to Corypheus. One more task entrusted to me. Being force-fed Chantry lyrium was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body. I won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
Once Corypheus is that powerful, you and your soldiers will just slow him down.
You dare say that to my face? After you butchered my men? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength the Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world now, with a new god. So, Inquisitor, how will this go?
Either
Power's
way.
all well and good, until it's taken away.
What did you do? What did you do? My armor is gone. The lyrium! I need it! Kill them all!
Right.
I'll show you, bastards!
Oh no, he's done.
There we are!
Whatever shall we do?
Watch your flanks!
So, that right about there. Yeah. Oh wow, practically red dot. Well, that's impressive, I suppose. You're already under 50%, so... Oh no, he's become big. What shall we do? Obviously not more firewalls.
No mercy to save you now! Those were my men!
Pretty much dead.
Can't take it. Yes. It mustn't.
Still alive, huh? That's some damn good armor.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
You really think we'll have time for judgment?
Abelas!
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the Sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Corypheus needed Samson to use the well. Without him, there's no vessel to claim it.
The moment we leave, he will send more forces to secure this place. The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
It's better that knowledge remain in the well, never passed on. You'd rather destroy it.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right.
Which was tile parts over.
The Vira Belasan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Vira Belasan remains. As do we. That is something.
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
The Imperium went to great lengths to expunge Elven history. You might be the last to know the truth.
Would the elves of your lands listen to the truth?
They might. Would it hurt to try?
It very well may, Shemlin. Yes. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity, never to awaken, if fate is kind.
You can walk away from the temple, just like that.
After you drink. nothing remains to hold us.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
Seems like that should be a concern.
Knowledge begets a hunger for more. I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service. Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
That's a very good question. Should I let her drink?
You alone? You're not the only mage here.
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
Dorian?
What about you, Dorian?
A human from Tevinter scoops up the last bits of elven knowledge? I know why you ask. I know it's important, but I can't be that man.
So, decisions.
Perhaps you're right.
I am. You know I am.
Are you sure you want this, Morrigan? We don't know what will happen.
We do not, and yet it must be done. I am ready.
Thoughts?
You're asking me? This is a lot of weird... I barely understand how any of this works.
Any chance this well could help us against Corypheus? I say you take it.
I don't want to risk losing you to a well.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Okay, so here's the thing. We can gain the power of the well, or Morgan can take the power of the well. I technically know what happens because I've done this before. And honestly, in the plot reasons, probably doesn't really matter too long in the long run. But yeah, this should be
yours.
Amusing for now. And you'll see why once we get there. And disapprove, disapprove, greatly disapprove, approve.
Morrigan? Are you all right?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah. I am intact. There is much to sift through, but now we can...
Oh no.
The Illuvian!
Why am I glowing blue? No,
Through the
seriously,
mirror.
why am I glowing blue? Morgan's the one who drank the thing. So why am I glowing blue? Also, apparently we're heading back to Skyhold. Oh. I don't think that's where I was headed just yet, but oh well. I guess we still have to judge someone and progress and stuff like that. Anyway. So, we stopped Corypheus, didn't we? Well, from that portal anyway. Alluvian, I should say.
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
Meaning he will attack us directly. At Skyhold.
Not necessarily. But neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom, secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
But he's not a god yet, is he?
Not yet. He is both powerful and immortal, but he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
Just kill his dragon? Why didn't we think of that before?
Exactly.
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
Like, honestly,
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
didn't we try to kill the dragon already? And we got down to like 1 HP and we couldn't actually finish it off because plot reasons. Oh, I guess we could do that right now. Summon the War Capsule. Inquisitor, when Corfish rushed from the temple from Mythal, left his general for dead. My soldiers and I captured Samson of Ease. Given that you are still unconscious from the fight, or it will take the army some time to return from the wilds, we can expedite Samson's return in order to put him on trial. If you're not objections, I would be present for his judgment. Commander Cole. Unconscious. College. Deal with
To work?
this. And of course, more gold.
Let's see what we have.
And once again, manipulate time. Followed by system lag. hurt. Okay. Change that back.
In from all corners. Congratulations, pledges of loyalty, conversions to Andraste.
All premature until we deal with Corypheus.
There we are, because we have secured Samson in the Holy Pen. Your worship, he's not said much. Bring out the phone for judgment at your pleasure. There we are. Huzzah! We should probably go deal with that. Before we deal with upper matters. Sometimes I wonder why it loads when it shouldn't be loading. Like honestly, it shouldn't take that long to load. I'm just exiting the ward table room. Also something. I mean, we fixed most Skyhope, but yet we couldn't fix this wall hill. Like seriously. We could fix up the main room, but we couldn't fit a frickin' hole in the wall. Oh god, things are not spawning. I should probably wait a moment before I try to sit in the chow. Wait for the game to actually catch up. Yeah, we could go craft things, but with our newly gained Stormhorn stuff, but meh. I'm not sure if I want to sit yet. Doesn't look like it's loading fully. I get stuck in one of those infinite loop things. So I'm just going to pre-save just in case.
Forgive me, Inquisitor. For personal interest, I have relieved Josephine, as you might expect. Knight Templar Samson, general to Corypheus, traitor to the Order. The blood on his hands cannot be measured. His head is too valuable to take. Kirkwall, Orlais, many would see him suffer. I can't say I'm not one of them.
I'm just... There's textures... Why aren't the textures loading? Jesus, game.
The headman's axe isn't enough? That's an impressive amount of ill will.
The red lyrium will steal your vengeance.
There we go.
You know what it does.
Look at
Corypheus
all
only
those
delayed
textures
my
coming in.
corruption.
Are you still loyal to that thing? He poisoned the Order, used them to kill thousands.
Templars have always been used. How many were left to rot like I was, after the Chantry burned away their minds? Piss on it. I followed him, so Templars could at least die at their best. Same lie as the Chantry. The Prophet just isn't as pretty.
I found your people. They believed in you. Believed your cause was righteous.
Not your business, Inquisitor.
Your friend Maddox was so loyal, he killed himself. For you.
They were always going to die. I saw what Corypheus was doing. So yes, I fed them hope instead of despair. I made them believe their pain had purpose, just like the Chantry does. Right, Commander? It ended as well as anything else I've done. Corypheus would kill me on sight. I'll tell your people what they want. Everything I cared about is destroyed.
Yeah, give him to call.
Very well. Samson, you will spend your remaining years serving the Inquisition. Cullen will be your handler. Perhaps he can get something useful out of you.
I doubt the Commander believes there's anything worthy left in me.
You're not wrong, but you served something greater than yourself once. Perhaps you can be made to remember that.
So we'll leave him alive. Shrug. Oh well. Yeah, I actually don't get why the game sometimes, especially when recording, it has issues loading Skyhold. Yeah, maybe I should go speak to people actually, since we're towards the final. Not sure if they have new dialogue or not. I can't remember. It's been a long while since the final. Right. Game. Seriously. Can you load any slower? And you're still loading. Jesus.
What do you need? So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first?
Exactly.
That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just
Exactly.
one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
I've been waiting for the chance to pay that bastard back.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Anything else? Probably
How you
not.
doing?
See you later, boy.
Not
So, final discussions for people. Huzzah. So we need to go kill his archdemon to basically bind him to one body. Well, his dragon.
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no I'm not. It's just the funniest, isn't it? That creaky old Abelas in Mythal saying the elves weren't destroyed by Tevinter.
That's some long dead you're gloating over.
About time I got mine back. Elvie elves have shoved victim in my face 1,000,000 times. Like being sad makes them better than me. Turns out they're not victims. They're the same as everyone else. Arseholes. Plus, a big old temple full of demon-worshipping lies. Grand, that.
So your main takeaway is that elves worship demons?
Well, they never call them that, yeah? But that's what it had to be. I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw...
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Coryphe's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. You're not even an elf. Why are you being so damned elfy? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
The Inquisition is probably used to me sounding like an idiot.
Not for me to say, yeah. Just saying. Anyway, believe what you want. So long as we kill Coryphe fish. Whatever.
Coryphe fish. Coryphe fish. Elves. Let me guess
Hey you, you have time? It's not a question, let's go. I've got something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and stuff.
Sarah.
Ah, just come on, will you?
Something about the cookies, right? Yep, the cookies.
We're eating.
They're horrible, right? And raisins, ugh. I friggin' still hate cookies.
Somehow I knew it would be the cookie scene. We've already
You
gone
know,
over
this is about
though.
as far from what I...
So I'm gonna skip through most of it.
She was sick anyway. Because then I could like them again. Oh, it's stupid.
I don't understand.
She hurt.
It was just...
It was not. And I mean... I know, I said it was stupid. That's why I want to get rid of it. I want...
This is grand, but
Because it feels weird to do. Plus, if they were bad, we could throw them at people. These are really bad. Friggin' raisins.
Now you're talking. Best 2 out of 3 on the well.
Knew I liked you. Bonus for bouncing off helmets. And thanks for stuff.
Cookies.
Sandra,
That shout.
you did it.
That's still fun. Graham, stop staying on that show.
Well,
Have you seen
maybe not.
otherwise?
Fine, I don't. It's just what I heard.
So yeah, now we can talk to you, so we're going to go onto the roof.
Can't wait,
again.
what's on?
I'll be back.
At least we got that part back. Yay. And now to talk to Cole. Despite the fact I don't like talking to Cole. Probably something sappy about elves.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
So did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not, could I have saved the real Cole?
I have no idea. I'm sorry. I hardly understand any of this myself.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you." Thank you.
Yeah, it'd be nice if the sky was actually there. Oh god. That's better. Okay. Anything new with you? Probably not. Yeah.
Inquisitor,
What's been going on?
that strange boy came in with an armful of chickens. You're looking after him, right?
Damn it, Cole. Okay, I'm going to be annoyed. AI. There's no crest.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
You know I've murdered 10 high dragons. Yet you people keep worrying about this one dragon like it's some real threat.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
If he tries, he'll regret it.
I believe you. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, a valued friend, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
We still have to beat Corypheus.
I have not forgotten. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter. You have come far, my friend. It has been an honor.
Oh, don't worry. It isn't over until the Trespasser DLC. So I still have a while. Even after Griffy Fish.
Samson took everything from those Templars. He corrupted their souls, twisted them into everything they stood against, everything they would have hated.
You're letting Samson get to you.
And what if I am? The Red Lyrium left Samson's mind unaltered. He knew what he was doing. And he dares speak as though it were a mercy? The man's a monster. I pray his information is useful. His life is good for little else.
Samson got what he deserved.
The men and women he betrayed, they deserved something better. Samson deserves nothing. The Red Templars needed to be torn down. We've broken Corypheus's army. I might have known some of them. If my life had gone differently, I might have been one of them. Do you ever wonder what would have happened if you had not been at the Conclave? If you'd never become the Inquisitor?
No way you people need me.
Please. The Inquisition would be lost without me.
Exactly.
Then perhaps it's best not to consider the alternative.
My thoughts exactly.
And now then, more dialogue. Oh, God. F you, game. At least we can go look at the cake with the top hat. Or pie with the top hat. And this music starts playing. It's gonna keep playing too. Yeah, it's still gonna be enough of it before the final. This is just, you know, pre-final, where we talk to everyone. And then there's a part where we actually go progress somewhat with more.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
Duh. Yeah, good question.
If you were divine, what would you do?
Change things. Change everything. Your support of the Mage Rebellion was a good start. We must build on this. No more circles. The mages will be free. The Chantry will accept them as the Maker's children. In fact, it will accept everyone. Elves, dwarves, even Canary. Why exclude them? The Chantry allows our differences to tear us apart, instead of teaching us how we are the same.
Well, yeah,
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took root. She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force change. I won't make that mistake.
You can't force people to change their minds.
Then how will change ever come? People do not simply happen upon enlightenment. Most must be carried there. Justinia thought the circles needed to change. But why stop there? The Chantry alienated potential allies by brutalizing elves and belittling dwarves. If we could bring them into the fold, wouldn't we have peace? There are those who would cling to the old ways, of course. But they will see. I would make them see. But I've rambled on too long. I am not divine. Yet.
Radical new ideas. Let's see. Anything new?
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
Nope. Dorian.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking.
Is that hard
I
and
should
high
go back,
down?
shouldn't I? To Tevinter.
Yes, it is.
Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
You would just leave. What about
us? Trust me, Amatus. It would give me no pleasure to leave your side. You make monumental decisions affecting the entire world. How can I not consider some of my own?
Yeah.
If that's what you have to do, I understand.
There you go. Breaking my heart. This is your fault, remember? You inspired me with your marvelous antics. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
A bit sad, but yeah, has a point. And then Solus, what's up?
The Temple of Mythal sounds truly astounding. I would have liked to have seen it.
You probably were told not to
What
use
will
the
you
well.
do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
I don't actually I don't actually have the power of the well, you dipshit. You should be asking Morgan this.
I'm not arrogant enough to think it's my decision alone. Whatever happens, we'll do it together.
You think to share your power, to avoid the temptation to misuse it. A noble sentiment, but ultimately a mistake.
Why?
Because while one selfless man may walk away from the lure of power's corruption, no group has ever done so.
If other members of the Inquisition overstep their bounds, I'll be there to stop them.
Ah, then I misunderstood. You will be first among equals. Good.
Good?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor. You have impressed me. You must not let false modesty allow you to pass your power to someone else. There are few regrets sharper than watching fools squander what you sacrifice to achieve. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
You planning to leave before we take down the bad guy?
No, but there may not be a later. It seemed wise to say my goodbyes now.
Right. Oh, right, Vivian. And her frickin' second story overlook. God damn, I still hear the music.
It's been quite the momentous day, hasn't it, my dear? We should probably give some thought to the very likely possibility that Morrigan will use her new power against us.
I don't think it's likely. I think it's a certainty.
We will need to prepare ourselves, if we can. Circle records have limited information on shapeshifting. There are mentions of counterspells that may prevent mages from transforming or from reverting to their true forms. I have my people researching these spells now. If they have ever been documented, I'll find them. The pieces are nearly in place. We'll soon strike against Corypheus directly. You've done well. I will be proud to fight alongside you when the time comes.
That music. Ah, Jesus. Game, talk to Varric.
So, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. We went to an elven rune, so a witch could consume a pool of magical goo and then walked through a mirror. And wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something normal?
But nah.
Carry on.
Say, I think last would be Josephine.
Inquisitor?
Yeah, I could speak to Gatsby about that whole thing. Meh. Josephine.
It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy man to the people. You'll enter legend.
Now that sounds more dangerous than anything I've done so far.
And there is the wit that reassures us. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
You've always been there for us, Josephine. And for me.
It means much to hear you say that. Farewell, my lord. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
It's not like I'm going to die. Jesus, game. Seriously? I just walked out of here for a second. And everything's disappeared again. Right, the music. It echoes into my soul. Okay, so there's a bit left before the actual final. Like, I think we have to go deal with something with Morrigan before we can actually go face Corypheus.
Inquisitor, thank the Maker you're here. Morrigan chased after her son into the Illuvian. She was terrified.
Liriana, what did you... But... why
She was chasing Kieran.
She said he activated the mirror somehow, and then she ran into it. I've never seen Morrigan like that. You must go after her. I will find help, Inquisitor.
Oh yes, this part. This part's... interesting. Very interesting. State echo of that background. Looks sort of like the Fade, doesn't it?